Comedian Michelle Buteau took aim at Dave Chappelle in her new Netflix special, Michelle Buteau, A Buteau-Ful Mind, criticizing his repeated jokes about the transgender community. During her set at Radio City Music Hall, Buteau emphasized that comedy shouldn't involve disparaging entire communities, saying, "Dave, it's not funny, it's dangerous." She called on Chappelle to make it funny and expressed disbelief at someone earning millions for making people feel unsafe. Buteau elaborated in an interview with USA Today, highlighting the cultural need to evolve and create humor that feels inclusive rather than harmful. Chappelle, known for his controversial comments in specials like The Closer, has faced backlash for perceived transphobia, but remains unapologetic.
That fucking AI voice can't read for shit.
I mean, talk about illiterate.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle. I don't know. Buteau is her last name, but it sounds wrong.
Yeah. Well, also could have been a nigga who made the video. Bobby didn't spell his name right.
So no, they definitely spelled it wrong. It said Chappelle at the bottom.
So he didn't spell it right.
These niggas here, boy. Reading is fundamental.
Which is crazy because you got the hashtag right there the whole time in the video.
But you know what that is? It's because it was pre-populated. Somebody already made the hashtag. So all he did was saw the name and clicked on it.
Yeah.
And that's probably how that happened. But what are your thoughts? Like, you have this newer comedian that's giving Dave Chappelle hell for not making a quote-unquote inclusive comedy landscape for people to find things funny. And then you have Dave Chappelle who's unapologetic. Like, talk about it.
Well, you're never going to get a good response out of me when you go for the GOAT.
Yep.
Chappelle is that guy.
Yeah,
I love Chappelle. I don't think his jokes are transphobic, too. Right. I think he makes people aware of both sides of the coin, because there's two sides to this issue.
Right.
There's one side where there's people that are actually going through this experience and they feel like they're trapped in the wrong body, which if it was happening to us would feel terrible. Yeah. And then there's the other side of people who's like, nah, nigga, you bugging. So it's two sides of this fucking coin.
And then there's the third side, the motherfuckers who aren't involved in it at all, that have speculation on it.
They're getting offended on somebody else's behalf.
Right.
So that to me, like, so when they called Dave Chappelle transphobic, like when the whole Closer thing was happening, like most of the people that were talking, I could tell that they didn't watch the special.
Yeah. Right.
So because like the special was him telling about the relationship he had with a transgender woman, that ultimately ended up ending her own life, because she was rejected by that same community that is so outraged at Dave Chappelle for making a few jokes.
Absolutely. And I think, so here's where I catch all the strife from people that don't really understand that intricacy that you just explained. And
well, I'm a very stable genius.
Shut up.
How did
he cook and then get muted at the same
that's
time?
what I'm saying. It's so crazy to think. Like you're still muted.
You was here.
You
was here.
I mean, you was holding on strong, right? And then that motherfucker was on that bike and said, oh, and just fell off that bitch. Like,
shot himself in the foot like Meg Thee Stallion.
Shut up.
Now you're muted, nigga. Don't do that. Why are you just so self-saboteur, nigga?
Shit.
No, you're muted. You can keep talking.
That was hilarious.
You can't. I mean, you landed the joke.
That was hilarious.
Keep your head up high because you landed the fucking joke.
Man, so good, dude. Way to go. That was a good joke.
Don't do too much.
Okay, am I muted?
No.
Okay, cool.
Y'all niggas is really trying it.
I'm sorry. Sometimes when the idea strikes, you just gotta hit it.
Gotta be there.
The jokes write themselves. I get it, but you will be muted.
For sure.
No, I think where I get upset is that you have this fake ass advocacy, right? So like, if I have a special and I'm talking about, sensitive subjects, first of all, I'm gonna make sure it's funny, right? Yeah. Like it's comedy. Comedy has to be funny, right? Regardless of what the fuck the subject matter is. But then also, I'm not shooting strays at other people, especially somebody who's 10 times more famous than I am.
And funny.
Yeah. And has a track record of helping people, having a track record of like being that guy, right? What do I gain from that other than just looking like a clout chaser, right? Because then you double down and go on a news outlet and say, no, I meant it. Okay, so you meant that part of it. But if you was really an advocate, you would just advocate.
Yeah.
Just like how these people that record themselves giving to the homeless and shit, it's like, if you really was just about giving, just fucking give.
Yeah. Well, see, too, like, and a part of her knows that if she does this, she gets all this attention. So that's why she's doing it, which makes her definitely a clout chaser. But the other thing, if she doesn't do this, like, nobody's talking about her special. Like, I saw like 3 minutes of her other one. I ain't not gonna lie, I cut it off.
Well, it's also too, it's like, it's such a hack thing to do in a sense of, okay, because I think she's kind of known in the LGBT community. Like she's kind of been always in that life.
Is she a member of the LGBT?
No, she's not. She's married to a man, and she has
cool. So I don't want them to
kids
know
and
we ain't got
stuff
no smoke with the LGBT.
No. But she's very popular in that
And
community.
even if you did,
Yeah.
who the fuck cares? Like,
Well, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
Danielle's opinion.
yeah, and
I care.
look at me.
I fucking
look
care.
at me when I say it.
Oh, shit.
If I got beef with somebody, I got fucking beef with
Oh,
them. And my
shit.
personal reason for having beef with somebody ain't
Ether.
got shit to do with
Dun-dun.
whole groups of motherfuckers. Because if somebody fuck up, if a whole group fuck up, if a whole group is the reason why motherfuckers is out here unaliving themselves, then I got to beef with that. Wait,
That's what I feel like it's going.
we went
This nigga
NPSD and we went
Danielle cooking
Ether.
today.
Because that shit pisses me off to no end. Like, I'm a part of that fucking community, and I've seen these motherfuckers exile people for the dumbest things.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to do things a certain way, or I didn't want to, like, call out what the fuck I am in this community. Fuck y'all.
It's so much like a church, too.
Yeah.
It's so just the same thing things that happen in the church. If you don't believe exactly like this person, you get
Right.
ostracized by the church.
That's it.
It's the same thing that's happening in the
Or
LGBT.
you just question
yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you ask a question, you get cussed out.
Yeah, I mean, we had Samson on the show, and he was keeping it in the buck. He's like, "Look, I've been exiled. I've been like,
He's been canceled.
Ostracized, all that shit
For
by
having
his
an
own
opinion.
people
Yeah.
because he had an opinion about something."
Well, see, that's my saying with her because she's very popular in that space. Like she's very in that community. She's very popular in that regard. And I think what happened was during her special, she was feeling herself. She was probably got a little too comfortable. She probably had a lot of gay friends and thought she could just say whatever she want. And then when the joke bombed, she's like, "How do I get out of this?" Oh,
Fuck Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Dave Chappelle.
The fuck you do?
Yeah, he can handle
I
it.
woke up this morning and I'm like, the fuck T.I., fuck Ross, fuck 50.
Yeah.
What does it fuck me for?
That shit makes no sense.
T.I. fucked your first baby mama.
You know what's gonna be even better is that if Dave Chappelle doesn't give he says
I don't think
nothing
he'll
about
respond.
it.
I don't think he's
if
gonna
he says
respond.
absolutely nothing about it. Chef's kiss.
Do you know how many people try to drag Dave Chappelle's name for clout? It's a lot.
Yeah.
But
Fucking what's the face tried to accuse him of cheating. What's that one chick said? The fucking crazy crash out chick that was on Wildin' Out and got mad that there was like the joke was made. She's like, there's colorism in Wildin' Out. Fuck is her name?
Shit.
I don't even
B.
want to say.
Simone?
No, not her. I don't even want to give her name attention. But like she tried to, she went live. This was years ago. She was like, me and Dave Chappelle fucked, and that dick was good, nigga. And he never responded. I was like,
That's hilarious.
No.
No.
And he never responded. And that was the best fucking move you could have made because it would have just made it fucking that much of a bigger deal.
Absolutely.
Like the only person he got to talk to about that is his wife.
That's
like,
right.
This bitch lying.
Yep.
That's
She's
so
still
wild.
with him, so clearly, if
Clearly
he
she
did or
was lying.
didn't, yeah. I'm saying, who
Black
gonna
men
say?
don't cheat. That bitch was lying.
You know what I'm saying?
I got your
It
back,
was
Chappelle.
Yeah.
Call me on
Azalea
tour.
Banks. That's who it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Nah, he definitely ain't hitting that.
No, come on now.
I
come
mean,
on, baby.
and on top of that, it's like, fam, why the timing of it is what you always look at. If you watch these timestamps, it's like the reason why you did that is because you saw that your popularity was dwindling from the way that
Exactly.
she was behaving outside of that. So now you had, and that's the other thing that's really, really scary is that you have to be careful who you're alone in a room with because then they could control the narrative, right?
Oh, that's facts.
And that shit's scary to even think about. It's like a motherfucker could be out here ruining your whole reputation without you knowing, setting all these fires and shit.
Oh, you preach.
But if you didn't do your due diligence to make sure that your reputation was already intact before that, it could be detrimental to you.
yeah, it could really.
But Dave is solid. He already got.
I mean,
Dave is
absolutely.
solid. Straight. Yeah.
I've been in the room with motherfuckers that I get that inkling from. I record it and then I back it up on my fucking hard drive.
Yeah.
And I just hold on to it, date and all that metadata, whatever the fuck it needs, so they
Absolutely.
can see that this is how that interaction really
You know
works.
what's
Absolutely.
crazy too about this situation? How you gonna be on Netflix talking shit on Netflix, nigga? Fucking up your bag,
Stupid.
nigga. Like now you ain't got to get no streams, nigga.
Netflix
Don't even worry about it.
him to say these
that
jokes.
algorithm about to be weak going to your special. What are you talking about?
It was already gonna be weak, but you ain't
It's
never
over
gonna see the
now,
front
yeah.
page. Damn.
You know how to do like
And
the
with a
top
last
10
name like
things?
Buteau, you can't afford some shit
You
like
know what
that. I
I'm
don't know how to
saying?
spell that. I can't spell bidet, and I know that word my whole damn life. Buteau? Yeah, fuck out of here. I'll never fucking get that right.
Beignets,
Facts.
Buteau,
Yeah.
bidet. Oh, I don't know what
Confusing.
it is.
Yeah.
Confusing. Yeah, it's just really interesting though. Like
Fucking up the bag.
I know. It's really interesting. This age that we live in where people are just like desperate to put something out there to be like, shaking up whatever. And it's really interesting. It's scary. I like when people are authentic though. Like if you really feel some shit, like how, Chris went off about the whole Oprah thing and how I just went off about the LGBT thing. If that's how you really feel, stand 10 toes down,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you got to stand on it.
But don't be out here just like, oh, well, fuck that nigga because it means that you'll look at me more. Like, that's crazy.
Well, just also too, respect your art. If you're up there, you're telling a story, and these are your friends allegedly, and the crowd ain't feeling it, fuck the crowd, nigga. These are your friends. You're telling these jokes. The friends who you're talking about probably laughing at this shit. So fuck them. But to be like to backpedal and be like, oh, because the crowd doesn't like it. Oh, let me throw it straight. Yeah,
This
like
was
no.
worse than mine.
Yeah, don't try to call the audience out. Bitch, write better jokes. How about that?
Ooh, that part. That part.
Oh, that nigga landed that,
That
plane.
part.
That motherfucker went nose first down. Bow.
Damn, had the landing gear out and all that. Still crashed. Hit the button. Thank you for watching this episode of Hit the Button. My hitter, I rock with you for rocking with us. If you could, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and we'll be right back at you with another episode pretty soon. Peace.